Hwa shares the meaning of anger. So the common Korean disorder called Hwa-byoung can be also translated into anger syndrome. It's because this is disorder caused by anger. Anger syndrome is very common among Koreans. However, through recent research, anger syndrome was international disorder. They just had different name for it, maybe better known as housewife syndrome. So today in Oriental Medical Digest, let's find out more about the anger syndrome. If we relate anger syndrome with the body, the heart related with the fire, and the kidney relate with water. Anger syndrome is caused with the heat of the heart is too strong for the water of the kidney to put out. So Dr. Kim, what causes anger syndrome and what are the symptoms?
Anger syndrome is a disorder which is caused when pent-up emotions keep on building up for a long period of time. Since anger syndrome is similar in nature to a fire burning upwards, symptoms are usually seen in the upper part of the chest. Generally, symptoms are a stifling sensation in the chest, a ticklish feeling in the throat, and fever in the face. Psychologically, symptoms that readily appear are insomnia, anxiety, and impatience.
Acupuncture therapy used for anger syndrome has the effect of comforting the mind and calming the anger in the body. The acupuncture point used in treating anger syndrome are located at the chest, abdomen, and hand areas. And among these, the typical acupuncture point is the 전중혈. 전중혈 is located at the center of the chest. Next is the 중환혈, which is located between the navel and the diaphragm. This acupuncture point is effective for people with digestive disorder because this is the center of the stomach. The needle is also applied on the 하환혈, which is located between the navel and 중환혈. Anger syndrome patients also have cold lower abdomen due to mental stress. In this case, it is effective to use acupuncture on 천추혈. They are located about 2 to 3 centimeters each side from the navel. The acupuncture point in the hand is 합곡혈. This is the convex part between the thumb and the index finger. It is effective for calming the anger in the body. The purpose of medicinal therapy used in anger syndrome is to calm the anger in the body and unravel the lumped ki. So what type of medicine do you recommend for anger syndrome?
There are two kinds of medication used for calming anger and circulating ki in anger syndrome treatment. The herbs mainly used for calming anger are chija and hwangum. And the typical herbs for ki circulation are soyup and hyangbuja. Using these herbs as ingredients, we mix them together in order to make a prescription for the treatment of anger syndrome. This medicine is called punchin kium. It is used in the early phase of anger syndrome treatment when there is a stifling sensation in the chest and anger is beginning to develop. And this medicine, called 포혈 안신탕, is used in the last stage of the treatment when the symptoms have stabilized. 포혈 안신탕 is used for its calming effects on anger. The process of making 포혈 안신탕 is done by mixing the ingredients with 1200 cc's of water and boiling them down for about 2 hours. Drink this 1 hour after meals 3 times a day. And drink the same quantity as a coffee cup every time.
Stress after stress after stress, it becomes anger syndrome. Best treatment for anger syndrome is to get the stress completely out of your system. And there's other types of treatments in Oriental medicine. So let's continue to find out more about the treatment for anger syndrome. Moxibustion therapy is a treatment which helps blood circulation by delivering the heat and making the body warm. The Moxibustion are applied on the 기해혈 and 관원혈, which is located the lower abdomen. And Vaseline is also applied on the skin to prevent skin burn. 기해혈 is acupuncture point located about 3 centimeters beneath the navel. This is where the ki of the body is concentrated, so it's the most important point for recovery of all disorders. And Kwanwanhyal, which is located 5 cm beneath the navel, is effective for leukorrhea and insomnia. The Moxibustion must be changed 3 to 7 times when it gets too hot, and about 10 to 20 minutes are appropriate for Moxibustion treatment. Cupping therapy is a treatment which cleans the blood by eliminating the waste. So where do you place the cupping for anger syndrome?
Cupping therapy, used in anger syndrome treatment, usually helps ki circulation. The cupping glasses are applied along the center of the backbone from the cervical vertebrae to the lumbar.
Generally, cupping therapy is used when the blood is gathered inside the body by spraying the part of the body. It needs to be taken out, but as you can see in the anger syndrome treatment, it can be used for various disorders. When you put the cup on the skin and pull, the skin is sucked into the cup. At this moment, the sucked skin changes color. The change becomes darker depending on the quantity of the bad blood. Like this, cupping therapy is treatment which can check the person's health, condition, and amount of waste in the body.
Acupuncture therapy is used side by side with cupping therapy to stabilize the ki in the body. Usually, the Choksamrihyal and the Yongchonhyal in the leg are used for treatment. The Choksamrihyal is the convex area on the outer leg beneath the knee. Patients will actually feel the ki start to circulate when the cup is applied here, because this point acts on bringing the ki down to the lower parts of the body. The Yongchonhyal is the concave area in the middle of the soul, which is effective for anger syndrome and insomnia. It is also effective for the circulation of ki.
Kikong therapy is also effective for calming the anger. First of all, adjust breathing one time by inhaling while lifting the arms and exhaling while bringing the arms together and taking them down. The first movement is done by bringing out the ki from the lungs. Inhale while bringing the hands together, and exhale while spreading the arms out. Repeat this movement 3 times. The second movement is effective for exhausting the anger. Inhale while lifting the hands to the heart. Then exhale while lifting the hands above the head, making a hu noise while exhaling, the effective for exhausting the anger. It is impossible to live stress-free life. However, how you handle the situation is different for all individuals. Some of you may respond to stress immediately, and some of you may just hold everything in. And then stress becomes anger syndrome. Best way to treat anger syndrome is keep yourself in neutral line and keep your life in balance. Thank you very much for joining us today, and see you again next time.